material culture coheres our society into consuming. So firstly, it's ever so convenient that we have stores that are open 24/7 in case it's the middle of the night and we've realised that we forgot to pick up something during the day. This is where stores can capitalise. It's already a preconceived thought that you can always get something you think you might need, whether you need it or not. People fall into a trap of desire and need and want, which begs the question, did the business invent convenience or recognise it? Secondly, if you go to fill up fuel, head to the register and the cashier clerk asks if you want a Mars bar for $1 with extra purchase of fuel. Realistically, you'd be thinking, wow, a Mars bar for $1, I'd be saving heaps. Sure, you might be saving a few extra dollars, but these companies get Mars bars for approximately 10 cents each. So you'll be walking away thinking you've got yourself a pretty good deal, when in reality you've been suckered into buying something you don't need. Businesses make more money from it. Here we see price masquerade excess consumption. We purchase it because its price is enticing, not necessarily the need for nourishment. And thirdly, you're in a supermarket browsing around and see cereal, toothpaste or cookie dough. On the cover it says contains an extra 30% for a limited time only, for a smaller increase of the price, or it remains the same. These sale tactics increase the supply and demand tenfold as people want the discounts, increasing the sales of them. A look on that is the extra 30% on the item is free. Why shouldn't I just be able to cut that 30% off without paying for it? Because it doesn't abide by the rules which the businesses have put in place, plus you'd probably be caught and look like an idiot. So you can just see by how going shopping businesses are trying to gently force you into consuming their products without even realising it, you're being targeted. So a lot of the time advertisements, they make their logos friendly looking, using eye-grabbing fonts and vibrant colours to gain your attention, attracting you into the store. The layout of the store is specifically to get you to explore through, so that way you can view all the merchandise that the store has to offer, potentially getting you to buy more. Unless you're broke like me and you can't afford to buy all the shit you want, you're going to have a bad time. So think of an instance when you go into a supermarket, Big W or Target, and you go in with the intent to buy a certain amount and come out with more than intended. So targeted advertising is everywhere, as media outlets pour chunks of material culture every day. Advertising tells us that we lack a certain popular brand which make our culture a whole. And the desire to buy is supposedly fulfilled by the purchase of an object. This is a case of an outdated iPhone. So someone you know has the latest iPhone 6, and here you are stuck with an iPhone 5. It's just not as good. Although both phones have the capacity to do the exact same thing, one phone has a few really cool upgrades, making it significant, whereas the outdated iPhone is still functioning to the best of its ability, but is considered irrelevant due to it not having the latest features. The subjects are encouraged that with this particular product, life will never be the same. So, yeah. Advertisement always finds a way to intervene with everyday life. So blending into society in the way people live their lives, with advertisements for companies like McDonald's, they target the specific demographic and brings out offers which they know will make them money. So this year McDonald's came out with the slogan, reinventing summer favourite, large frozen Coke for $1. So the Australian summer can get pretty heated, so a frozen Coke for $1, it sounds really reasonable, sounds pretty good, but since you're there, you might as well get some food. You might as well get that item off the menu, that item, which simply creates the effect of supply and demand. So are there any authentic choices left for people? Is life simply the choice between one brand and the other? I mean, the choice to give into materialistic culture and buy senseless items, can we control it? So, a good example of how, advertisements do this is explained in AMC's television series Mad Men. So pretty much explains that through public relation campaigns, they sit next to social segregation and cultural oppression. The campaigns are read off a script, all to tell the customer what they want to hear, selling the product through supply and demand to a specific demographic. Just as adverts are set to target class, age, gender, beliefs and values, they make it obvious that they're targeting the particular audience, but do so with a promise and a smile on their face. So advertisements in which this is noticeable include, for age, you've got your retirement village ads. By providing a better standard of life, more than suitable living conditions, immaculate gardens, numerous activities and a friendly environment, they're basically being told that at your age you shouldn't be independent, but rather rely on the system. For class, you've got your home loans for middle class people. Banks are always trying to capitalise and get as much money from you as possible. So how are they going to do that? They're going to bring out advertisements like build your dream home. People are going to immediately think that I'm finally going to get that house I've always deserved, when technically speaking the bank owns a majority of the house with compounding interest which has to be paid off on top of the loan. For gender, there's Brute for Men, the deodorant. So we've all seen the professional sporting matches where a professional football player is the recipient of Man of the Match award. He receives $1,000 and a Brute deodorant pack. So, or how advertisements, and in the advertisements for Brute, they're seen looking strong, fit, whilst spraying the deodorant on themselves, whilst promoting the deodorant as deodorant for their respective sporting profession, implementing Brute deodorant as deodorant that all men must wear. So concluding, there are three aspects between material culture and advertising. The production of advertising agencies, seeing how the culture reacts to the campaigns. Products bonding relationships with media outlets, allowing their product to be thrown onto primetime television, and then allowing people to have cultural and social experiences as well as personal experiences with the product. So technically, it's clear that material culture is a huge influence in today's society, as the need to get the latest fad revolves around the way of life. So society is way too spent in material culture. So just turn on your television and material culture will literally cloud the television screen. It's clearly too late to be able to stop the influx of material culture, but provided people become aware of tactics businesses use to draw them in, the better chance material culture won't consume our society. That's all I've got for today, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.